Have you any more questions for me regarding the English, the Great Britain, UK evangelical situation? Anything else right now, or shall we move to question number 3?
Actually, one more thing, or what you'd like to comment when you talked about the English situation. In a way, the UK is a bit of a what do you call it, a front runner in some developments. When you think about the new atheism, that was a big thing, but what it was 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's probably, and many people were looking at it and said, "Wow, should we follow that? Should we not?" But then also the right now, I think what we're seeing is some people speaking up, and there's some amazing thinkers and preachers who confront those not so new anymore atheists, and people are following them too now. And it's actually what was perceived a few years ago as a big threat to faith and to churches. Now is a bit on the bounce back, and it turns out that this is actually a good thing because we've been through it, and there's very good solid answers. We don't have to worry about it. Turns out the Bible is a way more reliable book than they try to make us think. But I remember that you have a different church culture in the UK than in Germany, and it's I think it's beautiful. We've looked at it, and that even in the Anglican Church, like you said, there's always been very vibrant streams of this is where faith is really happening. We don't. It's different here. Definitely, we don't. We've looked at the UK and we've seen that worship comes from there, and there's certain preachers come from there, and it's been a big blessing, I would say, to when I look back at the last 20, 30 years. And Northern Germany has been very much blessed by what's been happening in the UK. And even now, even how you've conquered the threat of new atheism, that has been a blessing too.
Okay, just to refresh you, when you say new atheism, you mean the likes of Richard Dawkins?
Dawkins, exactly, Dawkins, right? Those guys. But then for every Dawkins, there's also John Lennox, and there's others.
Amen.
And and probably many others
John
too.
Lennox. I've met him in the flesh. He's from Northern Ireland originally, hence the accent. But do you know, spricht fluent Deutsch? Did you know that?
Absolutely. And you know what? Really, really good German, actually. Yeah, I've watched some of his videos, and he's been here in the area to I guess he's following invitations to churches. Very much impressive, and I would recommend anybody to anybody to watch his videos. Great guy.
And of course, these live debates you've had with his, well, I don't know whether he calls him his friend, Richard Dawkins, but they are on the pulpit together, and the atmosphere is electric. It's fantastic.
Could imagine.
And we don't have to score points. You don't have to think, oh, I have to prove myself right. It doesn't work like that. God uses all different things. One more point on the Anglican Church. We have, I wonder whether I should mention the name. I will mention the name because this is Nottingham-based channel here. We have a church called Trinity Church Nottingham. They're Anglican. They're Anglican by origin, and they're having adult baptisms, right? Now, me being me, I would ask them, well, doesn't your doctrine doesn't allow that? So they are very semi-independent, whether they're broken away from some kind of branch of it. I don't know who controls it, but they're very vibrant worship, charismatic in their origins and their praise and worship, but they do have adult baptism. They have a water tank now, but they are under the umbrella of the Anglican Church group, right? So, and of course, you and I know, and if you don't know, you're watching right now, the Anglican belief is that it is water baptism. It is baptism for children or for babies only, which of course is not baptism, it's sprinkling, because baptism, of course, means immersion.